It's good to be in Utah. I'm from North Carolina. Thank you. One guy's like, I heard of it. It's a state, and it's a different ball game. Like, you know, the South and the Southwest and the West Coast it's a different ball game. I love being from the South, but I do this all over the United States for tons of money, and that was a joke. You guys really picked right up on that. Wow, good for you. Please buy some merch. I do this all over the United States, and people will just straight up come up to me after shows and be like, oh, you're from the South. Wow, I feel like all Southerners are stupid. And I'll be like, wow, you said that out loud. And I heard you. You were supposed to think it quietly to yourself inside your mind. People think that all Southerners are stupid, and it makes me angry because, like, at least 20% of us are not. You know what I mean? I've read, like, 15 books, you know? It's frustrating. And I get it. I think people think Southerners are stupid, and a lot of that is because of, like, history and facts and stuff like that. But also, like our voting record, stuff like that. But also, I feel like a lot of it is these television networks are deliberately making television shows to make Southerners look bad. And we don't need any help. That's what the news is for, right? Like, when's the last time you saw a smart Southerner get interviewed about a tornado? Never. There's never a dude on the news like, well, I'll tell you what, that tornado come over the horizon and it just really obliterated our view of the foliage and everything. A lot of debris was loosened up because the velocity of the winds is really uncommon for a storm structure of this nature. Now, I don't know how familiar you are with them, but the whole thing was really exacerbated by the level of precipitation that was coming down that evening. And, you know, we just felt fortunate to have extricated ourselves from the structure when we did, you know. And I tell you, I do think the storm is going to be detrimental to the community, but in the long run, I think you'll see a lot of synergy as the citizens pull together to rebuild. That never happens, right? It's always this dude, he's like, well, that twister come over there, picked the washing machine up off front porch, put it right down through my trampoline, it about knocked me out. I woke up next morning, I was like, Crystal, where's my Camaro? Ah! It's embarrassing. Some of you have a Southern cousin and you're like, is that Daryl? How does he know Daryl? You're making these television shows to make Southerners look bad, and it's so frustrating. Because you see the previews and, like, there's no other reason for that to exist, you know? When you see these previews on TV, they're like, tune in at 7 to watch Ricky catch a catfish with his rat tail. You're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Rat tail catfish fishing is not a sport, okay? It's a hobby. It doesn't even exist. I'm 70% sure. There's all kinds of shows, like these Southern shows, like the truck driving show. You seen that? It's just that dude's driving trucks. It's like, who gets off work at the end of the day? You're like, you know what I want to do? I want to go home, sit on the couch and relax and watch a show about a guy with a crappier job than me. It really helped me unwind. You know? I just picture a couple of redneck brothers on the couch together like, hey man, flip it back. Flip it back. You seen this? There's a trucking show. These dudes, listen, they drive these trucks, okay? Big old trucks. They drive them like on the road and everything. Just the whole show. And then they get off. That's pretty much the show. But man, I can't even sleep on Wednesdays if I don't watch a trucking show. That's my jam right there. That's my jam. That's good stuff. Flip it back. Flip it back. It's good. It's gooder. You seen it? This is tree cutting show. And what they do, the dudes, very similar dudes. They go into the woods. Listen, they go into the woods. And they cut down trees all the way down onto the ground and everything. Big old trees. And then they get the trees and they put them on these trucks. And they truck them It might be the dudes from the trucking show, actually. Come to think. Last week I thought they was gonna let Ricky go because he took the clipboard out of the bulldozer, but they didn't let him go, man. Ricky's a good tree cutter, man. Ricky's a good tree cutter. That guy drinks more Mountain Dew than anybody I've ever seen in my life. That's another thing I'm tired of. I'm tired of Mountain Dew trying to convince me that that's a sports drink. Have you seen their marketing? It's all like, do you like extreme sports? I'm like, yeah. Like Mountain Dew. Like, what? They're like, skydiving, bungee jumping, Mountain Dew. Rock climbing, snowboarding, Mountain Dew. Like, hey, Mountain Dew, those people drink water. That's why they got all those teeth.